All right, we ready? Okay. Well, I'll say a few things here about the captains. That's really their moment right now. So the three guys sitting up here, they were voted captains by their teammates. So super proud of these guys to have an opportunity to lead our team. And also, I think anything that comes from your peers, when you have a group of 122 guys and you get chosen to lead, I think that means something. And we certainly talk about that in our meetings, how important leadership is. We went back, and you guys have heard what we did in the spring with our coaches and what we've emphasized along those lines. And these guys exemplify that. Owen is a two-time captain since I've been here, which is quite an honor. And John Samuel, we know his story, playing baseball and deciding to play football this year, and that being his main focus, to be voted captain and also help to lead this team. And then Derick Hall, I think he's, since I've been here, been a leader on this team and has made a difference in where this program's at right now and where this team is at right now. So all three guys, they're deserving of being in this position. All three I know are going to represent our program and certainly what we have to do on the field in a first-class manner. We'll always have one honorary captain each and every week to equal the four when we go out there, and so we'll choose those captains week to week. But these guys deserve it. I'm very proud of them, and they've been doing this not just now. I mean, they've been doing this since I've been here. These guys have really done a great job of leading this team and leading this program. So I'm going to turn it over and start with Owen, our two-time captain here, and let him speak to you and give them the floor. But, again, thank you guys for being here. Proud of these guys. And, Owen, you're up.
Owen, if you want to just make a comment about what it means to be captain, then we'll open up for questions.
Yeah. Man, it means the world to me, especially because it's my second year straight. Just want to thank my teammates for believing in me to help lead this team to go to the right place. But I kind of lost for words, man. I'm really excited about it. Sir.
Are you aware how few people have been two-time captains at Auburn?
Do you know how many? I don't even know. The fourth?
Yeah, all time.
Wow. I don't even know what to say to that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Bill Cameron with ESPN 106.7. Talk about what you learned last year as being a captain, what you're bringing to this year from that.
Just knowing that people are going to look to me for answers, especially the young guys that's just coming in. They're just getting here out of high school, so it's my responsibility to come in and set the example every day, show them how to be a successful college football player, and just doing the right thing every day. Because I can't show up and have a bad day, because if they see me slacking, they're going to think it's okay for them to slack. So I take the responsibility to make sure I do things right every single day.
Owen, nobody's born, and congratulations on the captainship.
Thank you.
What was it like coming back from the injuries, everything, having the starts and stops, getting to where you are now?
It's been a ride, man. Biggest thing, man, just staying strong mentally, because it's taxing, not being able to play the game that you love, but really just attacking rehab every day, trying to get back and becoming more of a student of the game. Just because I'm not out there physically, so I'm coaching up the guys who don't have that much experience, showing them the plays, make sure they're executing right, and it's helping me learn the defense more when I'm teaching them doing that. So, yeah.
You mentioned that. What's some things you did take from that time when you couldn't go?
Say it one more time.
What did you take from that time you couldn't go?
What would I take from that time?
Yeah, as far as what did you learn from it? You mentioned that you learned more. What did you learn from it?
Oh, just as far as just studying different ways to study film more, becoming more like a coach on the field, just attacking it from not so just learning the game plan, but just understanding more offensive concepts and things like that.
Oh, and in the second year and essentially the same system, how much has that helped you be that coach on the field because you're so familiar with the system and you know what's going on?
It's like I know the defense like the back of my hand, man. Everything's running smooth. Obviously, coming back from not playing football for a while is knocking some rust off, but now that I'm getting back in the groove of things, man, things are just running smooth.
Without Zacoby and Shannon, has your role with the linebackers changed at all as far as your leadership and sort of the way that the experience guy in the room now?
Yeah, more so just got to bring those guys along with me, having them watch film with me, and just let them know that they got to believe in themselves, because we got talented guys in the room, Cam Riley, Wesley Steiner, Desmond Tisdale, Eugene Asante, and they all been doing a great job too, but really just getting them to believe in themselves and go out there and play with confidence.
Going back to when you were a freshman with KJ, KJ, obviously, he was the captain, Chandler, obviously, with you last season. What was, and the Kobe, obviously was a leader for y'all as well. What was something you learned from each of those guys that's maybe helped you sort of develop your leadership to this point?
Really just showing up and being consistent every day. That's something that all three of those dudes did, especially KJ, man. I remember just me being a young guy going out there messing up sometimes, man. He was always getting on my head and stuff, making sure I do things right. But just making sure you do all the little things right, like going in, studying extra ball, getting in extra work, after the practice, whether it's something little like working on your footwork in the box or whatever, getting extra work in after a workout. But just showing up, being consistent every day and pushing everybody around you.
KJ was pretty vocal guy. Is that something that you had to push yourself to be more vocal?
Yeah, 'cause I'm naturally a quiet guy, but coaches and my teammates done challenged me to be more vocal too. But that's something I done came out my shell a lot more.
Where would you say you noticed your relationship with Harsin developing over time? Like, where would you say you kind of bonded, and then where's that bond gone?
I would say he trusts me, but I think right out the gate there was a level of respect that we have for each other, and him just seeing me show up every day and how I work, I believe he respects me for that, and I think our relationship is pretty good.
Owen, Mark Murphy from inside the Auburn Tigers. It's been a few minutes since you played a football game. You get eager to get back out there on the field.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to get back. Really excited to get back, man. It's coming up 11 more days. When it comes, it's just time to work.
You think the team's ready to play?
Yes, sir.
You mentioned Eugene early. What have you seen with him as he's coming along? What's out there?
He's real explosive, man. Fast. He's about just as fast as me, if I'm being honest with you. But man, plays with a lot of energy. He's out there running around, hitting stuff, always excited, jumping around, celebrating. Kind of reminds me of Kobe a little bit in that sense. But I think he's going to help us out. He's going to be a real good help for us this year.
Owen, thank you. We'll go to Derick.
Same thing, Kurt.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. First, I would like to say it's just a blessing and an honor to be here, to be in this position as a team captain, to be selected by my peers, and for them to see fit for me to lead this team. It's a big role and a big responsibility to be able to lead this team and not only represent this program but represent this university. So I'm very honored, and I'm blessed to be in this position.
Derek, were you one of the captains at Gulfport High School?
Yes, sir, I was.
What did that mean to you then, and what does it mean to you to do it again?
Right. So high school and college is a completely different ball game, but being able to go there, coming out of Gulfport, and be selected as team captain there was huge for me. Just in the sense of the same thing as being able to help lead my team, and not say as much as feeling elevated, but just being able to know that guys are coming to me for just looking for different things. And then getting here to Auburn, busting my butt for 4 years. Obviously I didn't have to wait. Obviously I was blessed enough to play immediately. So just coming in, busting my butt, and not taking nothing for granted every single day, showing up and doing the work, and it finally paid off. So like I said, I'm just honored to be in this position.
Derek, who have you watched since you've been here? Who's somebody you said, that's how I want to be a leader? Anybody that comes to mind for you?
Oh, yes, plenty of guys. KJ, like you mentioned, Chandler Wooden, Marlon Davis, and Derek Brown, just having those guys here. And that was a big thing for me. I came in early, so that was a big thing to get in the spring and just watch how they work, watch how they went about their day, watch the things they did to be successful, and just take that and run with it. So that's what I did.
Derek, you got better between your freshman and sophomore and junior. Talk about getting ready for this season. You feel like you can do it again, and how much fun is it to see progress as you go on as a college athlete?
Right. So just taking the next step is essential in ball. I mean, if you're not taking the next step, you're only going backwards. So just trying to take that next step every day, and it's really done by just diligent hard work. Dirty hard work in the dark is what Shep told us, and just coming in every day and being consistent is huge. Just taking that next step going into this year. Obviously, like y'all asked before, I don't really have that many personal goals. A lot of people mention the SAT record. Yes, that's something I want to do, but this program is more important. So just trying to help this program take that next step and get back to where Auburn used to be is the biggest thing for me.
I know you're not here for the accolades, but you did get named first team all preseason SEC by the coaches. What does it mean when it comes from the coaches in particular?
Oh, it's huge, especially when it comes from coaches across this league. I mean, that's obviously something big, and it also gives me a lot of information that, being schemed up and certain things like that this year. So it's huge. It's a great honor, but I also know the things that have to do with go out and play to earn that.
Justin Evans from Auburn Live. I know you've kind of
consider yourself a team leader regardless of labels, but was it important to be a captain? I mean, did you think about, hey, I want to be a captain, I want that label put on me? Did you think about that before being named one?
It was always a thought, but obviously I didn't control that. The ball wasn't in my court, so it was just really about coming in every day and proving myself. No matter what I did last year don't matter. We have a new season coming up, so I try to come in every day to prove myself and just help this team take that next step. And my peers and coaches and people in this facility chose me to be one of the team captains, so I'm honored.
Dan Beck, ESPN 106.7. The assistant coaches have complimented the upperclassmen leadership at a lot of different spots. Other than you and Owen on defense, where's leadership been coming from this offseason?
All right, so you have Kobe Wooden, Marcus Harris, Zion Puckett, Jalen Simpson, Nehemiah Pritchett, and you don't have to be vocal to be a leader. So you can lead in many different ways. So those guys do the same thing. They're consistent. They may not talk as much, but the way they go about their work. And, like Coach Harsin says, all eyes on you. So, I mean, people tend to that. I mean, people see that, and it becomes very contagious. So there's definitely other guys on the defense side of the ball that are leading every single day.
To follow up on what I asked you earlier, you had mentioned the coaches know who you are now. Like, what does that kind of do for you even more when you know that people know what you're going to do, they're going to prepare for you?
Right. So the biggest thing with that, knowing you're going to get schemed up, knowing you're going to get double and triple team, is just not getting frustrated. I'm going to have plenty of opportunity to make plays. I'm going to have plenty of games this year, plenty of opportunities to go out and show what I can do. So it's just basically trying to take that next step in my development, doing the small things, and don't get frustrated when things like that happen. Just continue to play and go out and help this team get better.
Derick, have you got any feel for how the defense has come along since the start of preseason practice?
Oh, man, it's night and day. When we came back in for training camp, it was a lot of kinks that we had to work out, just getting around, moving to the ball, running to the ball, technique, fundamental things that Coach Smedden and his staff does a great job with. And we've came a long way since we came back for training camp. So we're still taking strides in the right direction, obviously getting prepared for Mercer next weekend.
Derick, in your own position group, how exciting is it for you to have a guy like Dylan or some of those younger guys to teach and be a leader in your own group?
Right. So when Dylan came in, he gravitated to me naturally. It wasn't nothing just set up or, just happened. He gravitated to me naturally, and, we talk a lot. He asked me a lot of things on the field. So just being able to have that role and know that someone is looking up to me only pushes me further in helping this team get better and also helping my position, because Dylan is going to be a really good player. He has a lot of things that he needs to work on. Obviously, I do as well. I mean, you can never stop learning. You can never stop getting better. So just trying to help him take that next step is huge.
All right, Derick, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Don? Russ?
Yeah, like these two guys said, what an honor it is to be selected for this special group with these two guys, and for every guy that's been picked in the past. What a blessing and a dream for me. And growing up watching these games and seeing the guys that have been picked for this opportunity, it's truly special for me. And the fact that our peers and our teammates chose this and wanted us to lead this team is an awesome feeling that we can't take for granted, and a special opportunity for us three.
John, just kind of make up for missing out on another trip to Omaha.
Yeah, that was pretty tough. It was fun to watch. I wish I could have made it, but I knew when I made my decision last year that was the one I was going with, and I was all in for it.
So you mentioned growing up watching these games. Did you ever picture yourself as a guy that would be a captain someday? Is that one of those things you're like, hey, I'd love that?
Yeah, I mean, I think any kid would want to be a captain on a team like this and at a university like this. And just growing up, I mean, honestly, the reason I'm here is a guy like Chandler Cox that I grew up here playing under, and just how he did everything in life, not just here in the facility but outside. He was really a driving force for me, staying and playing the way I do and being the example that I am.
For you came back for another year, but it wasn't about individual for you, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, I remember walking on the field against Houston. I was talking to Coach Harsin. I said, I'm coming back, and it's not for me. It's for Auburn, and I believe in what he does. And I think that was the reason a lot of us came back, is we believe in Coach Harsin and what he has for this program. We were excited about it, and that's the main reason why we came back, is to be and play behind Coach Harsin.
You miss Landon King?
Oh, yeah. Well, I see him a lot, but, yeah, we do miss him in our room. But I think he's better off where he is, just for him and for this team as well.
And then just talk about the depth of the tight end room. You got a lot of guys who made some good catches when we saw that.
Yeah, and a lot of experience. I mean, you got Luke Deal, Tyler Fromm, and Brandon Frazier. I mean, it's like 12 years of experience if you add them all up together. It's been awesome to play with. I mean, I've played with Luke and Tyler for 4 years now, and I think that relationship's super close, and we compete every day with each other and against each other, and it's awesome. I mean, that's part of the reason why I think we're so talented in that room is we're so comfortable with each other, just competing one another, and we're excited each day we get to come out and play together.
Dan Pack, ESPN 106.7. John Samuel, what did you feel like you knew to improve after last season?
Heck, I mean, I think every aspect of your game can have improvement to some extent. I would definitely say certain things in run blocking, just footwork and little details. Because you go against a guy like D Hall, OP, I mean, you got to be perfect in everything you do to win the play. And especially when we get into this conference, every guy is elite. So I think everything is worth improving. But that was something I focused on in the fall camp, and obviously route running as well.
Owen and Derick obviously talked about the defense. What do you think about what you've seen from the offense thus far and where you are heading?
Oh, I think we're light years from where we were in the spring. A lot of guys that haven't had a ton of experience, and we got some transfers and things like that help. But just bringing those guys along, they're young at wide receiver. I mean, our O-line is pretty veteran. But the wideouts, and then we have a great running back room as well. But just each day, just emphasizing the importance of growth each and every day. And one thing, that's all you got to do. Just pick one thing to get better at each day. And I think we've done a pretty good job of that so far.
How much of a difference does it make when you start to get in game prep and start to focus on a game plan where you can kind of narrow things down? How beneficial is that for an offense?
Oh, it's huge because then you don't have, you're not worried about every install that you've ever had. You've honed in on the plays that you're going to run, and that's when you can really tune in to the finer details of the plays and things that make the play work. So that's a huge part. There's a lot to it, but once you get it down pat in the first few days of the install, once you get to the latter part of the week, you're ready to go.
Justin, I just want to ask you about Malcolm Johnson. How much has he improved from this year to now? And what is his sort of skill set bring to the offense?
Yeah, he put in a ton of work this offseason, and even when we were off in May, he really put in the work. We would reach out and talk, and he would do a lot of things to better himself. And I think that's something that you can't really take lightly, especially with a wide receiver. All you can ask for a guy is just to work hard as he can, and especially when the lights aren't on, just pushing himself each and every day. And he has shed for him, and that guy, I mean, he's probably one of the hardest workers on the team to see him work. So I think Malcolm has a great role model in that, and I think he's taken him under his wing as well to really work.
Todd, you want to do a quick photo of the three of them together? In the back row?
You guys are welcome to shoot. What? You guys are welcome to shoot. This is good, you guys up there. Over here. Stay away from the mic. Feel like you know each other.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're congratulations.